A very pleasant evening, everyone. It has been a Herculean task with this shift online, and we have all strived forward. It is only right to acknowledge the fortitude of the students, teachers, and most definitely you, our parents. In this step towards this evolutionary direction, today we meet to officiate our new student council members. I am Ananya.
I am Krishna, and we welcome you to this investiture ceremony. The meaning of education has evolved from manufacturing skilled workers to developing individuals who chisel themselves into lifelong learners. As educators, we must provide a platform for our learners to nurture the leadership in them. The investiture ceremony is a space for our children to wear responsibilities and evolve as leaders. We welcome all our dear dignitaries and our dear parents who have come to support us. I welcome our chairman, Dr. Suresh Reddy, Director of Curriculum, Ms. Madhavi Reddy, Managing Director, Mr. Naresh Reddy, Dean of Administration, Mr. Sridhar, and our principal, Ms. Anvita. Last and the most important, we welcome you, our dear parents and students, to partake in the celebration of the leader within each one of us. I now request Ms. Mithali Madhusmita to give the welcome address. Ms. Mithali is the Assistant Coordinator, Cambridge IGCSE program, as well as a part of the Student Council Facilitating Committee. We hand it over to you, Ms. Mithali.
Thank you, Mr. Krishna. If your actions inspire others to dream more, learn more, do more, and become more, you are a leader. I couldn't find a more fitting quote than this by John Quincy Adams. Good afternoon, everyone. I would like to extend a warm and cordial welcome to all the esteemed guests. Our chairman, Dr. Suresh Reddy, curriculum director, Ms. Madhavi Reddy, director of operations, Mr. Naresh Reddy, dean of administration, Mr. Sridhar, our dear principal, Ms. Anvita Gupta, our cherished members of the teaching staff, eminent invitees from the parent community, and the true guests of honor for today, our beloved students. We are gathered here to witness the spectacular investiture ceremony, and this is an afternoon which is extremely special to all of us, as it marks the official celebration of the installation of the members-elect to their right and office in the Student Council. It is one of the most awaited and indelible events in the academic year. The unfolding of this special occasion brings a sense of pride and honor to the vested candidates as they go on to take the pledge of duty and solemnly promise to uphold, protect, and propagate the Candorian values. It is also a moment of boundless joy for the parents as they watch their protege take their first step towards being the leaders of the future. We at Candor have continually endeavored to provide an environment that is comforting yet challenging, nurturing yet competitive, progressive yet deeply rooted in the traditional values, to build sound, independent thinking global citizens. This investiture is a symbolization of all that and much more. On that note, my heartiest congratulations to all the members-elect for their marvelous, stunning display of spirit in securing a position on the Student Council. This is your chance to transform your vision into reality. Thank you again to everyone for being with here today. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Mithali. Now we have the chairman's message to breathe inspiration into our new student council members.
Good morning, dear staff, students and parents. Congratulations to all students who have been elected to the student council this year. It is very motivating to see young children take up leadership roles and responsibilities. Leadership roles come with responsibilities and hard work. You need to be role models for your friends as well as your juniors. You have to show initiative, be part of all the school events, work in collaboration with your friends and with your juniors. You have to show your leadership qualities through your behavior and how you balance your studies along with additional responsibility. Remember that school provides you with different opportunities in a secure environment for you to come out of your comfort zone and showcase your leadership and your additional qualities. These may not be the normal times for you to show your best, but these are the times which should make you think differently and bring out your thinking and creative skills. Do make the best out of these times and see how you can conduct the roles, and you have been elected to make an impact. You will have a support and encouragement from all of us. Congratulations again and the best of luck, 2020 Candor Student Council. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your inspirational message. They say that the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Dear audience, now it is time to let yourselves immerse in a soulful experience as we set ourselves on this journey today. Please welcome Rishad Giridhar, who will be presenting a Bharatanatyam performance.
धिंगिणा तुम तारी तजम तजम तजिता तदिनी तकिट तक 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 धिंगिणा तुम तारी तजम तजम तजिता तदिनी तकिट तक 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 धिंगिणा तुम तारी तजम तजम तजिता तदिनी तकिट तक 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 धिंगिणा तुम तारी तजम तजम तजिता तदिनी तकिट तक 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 धिंगिणा तुम तारी तजम तजम तजिता तदिनी तकिट तक 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 धिंगिणा तुम तारी तजम तजम तजिता तदिनी तकिट तक 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 धिंगिणा तुम तारी तजम तजम तरिता तदिनी तकिट तक धिंगिणा तुम तारी तजम तजम तरिता तदिनी तकिट तक 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 धिंगिणा तुम तारी तजम तजम तरिता तदिनी तकिट तक 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 धिंगिणा तुम तारी तजम तजम तरिता तदिनी तकिट तक 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 धिंगिणा तुम तारी तजम तजम तरिता तदिनी तकिट तक तक धिंगिणा तुम तारी तजम तजम तरिता तदिनी तकिट तक 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 धिंगिणा तुम तारी तजम तजम तरिता तदिनी तकिट तक 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 धिंगिणा तुम तारी तजम तरिता तदिनी तकिट तक 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 धिंगिणा तुम तारी तजम तजम तरिता तदिनी तकिट धिंगिणा तुम तक झम तकिट झम तक तकिट झम तकिट तक धिंगिणा तुम झम तक झम तकिट झम तक तकिट झम तकिट तक धिंगिणा तुम तरे धन धन त झोनो 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 तरिनी धिमी तकिट तक तरे धन 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 त झोनो 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 तरिनी धिमी तकिट तक तरे धन 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 त झोनो 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 तरिनी धिमी तकिट तक तरे धन त झोनो धिमी तक मेरी किट तक तरी धन त झोनो तरिनी मेरी किट तक तरी धाम धन काम त झोनो काम तक दिखु किट ओम तक दिखु किट ओम तक दिखु किट तरी धाम धन काम त झोनो काम तक दिखु किट ओम तक दिखु किट dom tagadigu dom tagarida tadhandam tajhundam tagadigu dom tagadigu dom tagadigu dom tarita chhum tarita tadhimi tagita tagada digina dom tarita chhum tadita tadhimi takita tadhingina tadhimi takita tadhingina tadhimi takita.
Thank you, Vrisha. The lamp signifies a myriad number of things: a guiding light, hard work, knowledge, and education. Today, as we light the lamp, let us shine hope and optimism for the days to come. I now request our chairman, Dr. Suresh Reddy, Ms. Madhavi Reddy, Mr. Naresh Reddy, Principal Ms. Anvita, and Mr. Sridhar to light the lamp.
It is only befitting that an event as auspicious as this be accompanied by the sweet melody of the veena. Sit back and allow yourselves to be mesmerized by a beautiful rendition of the Raga Hamsadhvani, brought to you with a lot of love from Harini Gautam. Thank you for that lovely performance, Harini. In John Maxwell's words, leaders become great not by their power, but by their ability to empower others. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what we have been waiting for. Here is the first glimpse of our torchbearers, our student leaders who are determined to guide, support, and celebrate all Candorians. Presenting to you the Candor Student Council 2020-21.
Let us begin with the virtual investiture ceremony. This particular ceremony is indeed unique and special in its own way, where we have our proud parents instating their awards with the badges and sashes. We request all members of the Student Council to address the audience as their name is announced. Ladies and gentlemen, the Investiture Ceremony for the Student Council 2020-21. The head boy, Akash Kote, believes in giving his 100% to everything and following it up till the end. I ask Akash to briefly engage the audience.
Hello everyone, I'm Akash Kote, your head boy for the year. It's my 7th year at Candor, and my aim this year is to make sure that the Student Council is always performing at its top level. So, thank you.
Following the head boy is the head girl, Zainab Saida. An extremely empathetic person, she believes in lifelong learning.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Zainab, and I've been in Candor for 1 year now. My sole aim for this year is that the Student Council acts as one strong unit to create enriching experiences for all Candorians, even on the digital platform. Thank you.
Next, we have Ayush Kamath, the deputy head boy, who sees in himself a dedicated leader and a determined team player.
A very good evening to each and everyone present here today in this investiture ceremony. This is Ayush Kamath from grade IB1, and being my 4th year in the school, I'm honored to have an opportunity to represent Candor as the deputy head boy. I will definitely do my best to valiantly lead as well as to adhere to my duties and my responsibilities. And most certainly, it is a priority for me and us as a council to do everything in our ability to make this our happy year for all Candorians to enjoy the best online year it can possibly be. Thank you.
Coming up next is Kriti Raghavan, the deputy head girl. She is full of the passion and the patience that make a leader.
Hello everyone, very good evening to all of you. I am Kriti Raghavan, the deputy head girl for this academic year. This is my 7th year at Candor, and one of my main goals being in this position would be not only to help students share their passion with the school without feeling like they're in a judgmental space, but also effectively vision things for our school and manifest them in the best way possible. Thank you so much.
Following her is our sports captain, Pearl Patwari, a growth-oriented, honest person who believes in pushing oneself to achieve the best.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Pearl Patwari from IB2, and I'm very fortunate to be the sports captain for this academic year. I want to bring out the athlete that lives inside every Candorian. As I believe sports, I appreciate this opportunity and I won't disappoint you. Thank you.
Next up, we have the sports vice captain, Damini Manjunath. A competitive yet empathetic individual, she believes in constant peer support and upliftment.
Good evening to one and all present here. I'm Damini Manjunath and I'm honored to be your sports vice captain for this academic year. I've spent 5 years here at Candor and it has only made me stronger and given me so many opportunities to express myself. Keeping this in mind, I want to make sure that everyone gets an equal chance to express themselves through their love and passion for sports. Thank you.
Coming up next, we have the team captain, Chaitra Reddy Badkam. An empathetic person, she believes in the vast scope of learning that lies in STEAM and its approaches.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Chaitra, and I am honored to be your STEAM captain for this year. I believe that all of us are learners, and there's a beautiful world of STEAM and its opportunities waiting out there, just waiting for us to open them. So I hope that this year we will have a brilliant time and unlock all of everyone's potential and have a wonderful year. Thank you.
Coming up next, we have the team vice captain, Rishabh Bhargav. He is driven by his passion for science and is a firm believer in the quality of learning that is achieved through the methods of STEAM.
Hello everyone, my name is Rishabh Bhargav. I've been elected for the position of STEAM Vice Captain for this year. I've been in Canada for 7 years, and my goal for this year would be to conduct STEAM events online and even create some new events. I'll also uh, spread awareness on what STEAM is, not just science. It's also a whole another world. Thank you.
Following him is the Red House captain, Sanchita Chopra. An optimistic individual, she wholeheartedly welcomes feedback and aims to chisel herself into a better person with each passing day.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Sanchita Chopra, and I am honored to be your Red House captain this year. I've been in the school for 4 years, and I have thoroughly enjoyed all the lessons I've learned from it. My goal as Red House captain this year are primarily to inculcate inclusivity in the house, as well as engage and motivate everyone right from the comfort of their homes. I'm looking forward to meeting all of you very soon, and I can't wait to work with you again. Thank you.
Up next is the Red House Vice Captain, Ankita Ghosh. With excellent decision-making skills as well as a practical approach to life, she is an approachable person who is always open to feedback.
Hi, my name is Ankita Ghosh, and I'm honored to be a Red House Vice Captain, and I've completed 2 years in Candor. Alongside my captain, I hope to create a sense of community and active participation in all the activities we have planned this year, and hopefully lead this house to victory. Thank you.
Up next, we have Jacinta Bell, the Blue House captain, who believes in constantly evolving as a person and is always open to an honest conversation.
A very good afternoon to each and everyone present here. My name is Jacinta Bell, and I've been in Candor for 5 years now. My main goal for this academic year is to help students bring out the best of themselves and give them a platform to express everything that they feel defines their character. I want to create an environment that allows students to embrace their authenticity and which can also add to the culture and enrich each student's life. Thank you.
Coming up next is the Vice Captain of the Blue House, Shreya Shrikant. She says that she finds joy in helping others and hopes to encourage her fellow students to explore their passions.
First and foremost, I extend my heartfelt thanks to my very many friends and teachers for the signal honor they have done me in placing me here. I'm Shreya Shrikant, and I'm the Vice Captain of Blue House. This is my 5th year in Candor, and this year I want to introduce self-defense classes because I believe that in today's world, being strong inside and outside is imperative. We all agree that every in our school in which students have the liberty to showcase them and express their views without the fear of being judged. Thank you.
Next, we have the Greenhouse captain, Venkat Mahesh Mandava, a creative team player who believes in cultivating and contributing toward group goals.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Mahesh Mandava from IB1. I'm honored to be the Greenhouse captain for this year. I've been in the school for 6 years now, and what I aim to do this year is to make sure that everyone in the house participates in some way or the other. I think that everyone has talents in different areas, and I want to bring that out. Thank you.
Following him is the Vice Captain of the Greenhouse, Moria S. Kumar. With a passion for sports, he plans on cultivating in his fellow students the spirit of sportsmanship.
Hello everyone, my name is Maurya and I'm this year's Greenhouse Vice Captain. I've been in Candor for around 6 years now, and my goal is to help my house become better in every aspect and in the end help win that house trophy. I also want to student council to help get better communication between all students on this virtual platform. Thank you.
Now we have Harini Gautam, the captain of the Yellow House, a strong, determined girl pushing her fellow students to pursue opportunities.
Good evening, everyone. I am Harini Gautam, and I'm honored to be the Yellow House captain this year. This is my 9th year at Candor, and I would love to support and motivate my housemates and provide them with different opportunities, even in this platform. I would also like to help in achieving as many goals as we can as a team. Thank you.
Following her is the Yellow House Vice Captain, Sneha Sharon Stephen. She hopes to motivate her fellow students to realize their better selves.
Hello, I'm Sneha Stephen from Grade 10A, and this is my 6th year in Candor, and I have been elected as the Vice Captain for Yellow House. With this position, I want to encourage each one of our house members to not hold back on any of their talents or ideas, because it is only with teamwork that we can truly elevate our house. I want to also develop a positive environment in our house that everyone feels that they are needed and important for the success of this house. Thank you.
Coming up is Yoshita Reddy, the cultural captain. She plans on invigorating the cultural scene at Candor. She is both passionate and hardworking.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Yoshita, and I am very honored to represent Candor as the cultural captain. And I thank everyone who have helped me achieve this position. This is my 3rd year at Candor, and my main goal for this year would be to make cultural activity more prominent at Candor and explore and introduce many new ones and provide as many opportunities and platforms as possible to recognize each and every student's talents and interests and organize events which gives everyone an opportunity to make countless memories. And I just want to make the year fun and productive. Thank you so much.
Up next, we have the Cultural Vice Captain, Lipika S. She hopes to demonstrate the value of experiences and the breadth of thought that one can achieve through a multitude of experiences.
Hello everyone, my name is Lipika and I am the Cultural Vice Captain. This is my 4th year in Candor. I want to widen Candorians' views by introducing more competitions, events and activities. I want all the Candorians to stay united through these tough times and participate in all the events hosted. Thank you so much.
Next, we have a person who believes in intellectual conversations. Anushka Ghosh is sure to employ the powers at her bay as an editor to effect change and stimulate thought.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Anushka Ghosh, and I have the honor of being your editor-in-chief. This is my 5th year at Candor, and it's been a wonderful experience. My vision is not only to encourage everyone at school to write, but to also foster an environment of creativity at the students and the magazine. Thank you.
Hoping to create a healthy and creative environment at Candor is our sub-editor, Richa Prakash.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Richa Prakash, and I'm one of the sub-editors for this academic year. I've been at Candor for almost 1 year now. My main goal this year is to bring light to undisclosed issues as well as present art in a more contemporary yet simplistic way. Overall, I'd like to promote a more artistic and open environment for the students at Candor. Thank you.
With a practical goal of improving student participation in the year's school magazine is our empathetic sub-editor, Advait Bhargav.
Hello everyone, my name is Advait Bhargav and I was elected for the post of sub-editor. I've completed 5 years at Candor. My goals in this position are to try and increase student participation in the school magazine and improve the quality of the magazine as well. Thank you.
That was our Student Council 2020-21. We now invite our principal, Ms. Anvita Gupta, to take the oath of office with the new Student Council. We request the head boy and the head girl to take the oath on behalf of the entire council.
Thank you very much. I do solemnly swear.
I do solemnly swear
that I will diligently execute the position.
that I will diligently execute the position
of the Student Council representative.
of the Student Council representative
And will. To the best of my ability. uphold, promote, and support the Constitution of Candor International School.
the Constitution of Candor International School.
I will serve
I will serve
as a positive role model,
as
a leader,
a leader
and will represent the school
and represent the school
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability.
I now request our principal, Ms. Anvita Gupta, to address today's audience.
Good afternoon. It is my pleasure to administer the oath to the Student Council of 2020-21. This is a year of innovation when we are reinventing ourselves in the virtual world. It was in March 2020 when we had no choice but to shut the physical school and move on to the online platforms. And we were nervous. 9 months later, we have come a long way, accepted the new normal, and worked around our skills. The entire process of the Student Council nominations, elections, and now the investiture are an evidence of how the entire school community has not only moved into the virtual space, but we've done so very effectively and successfully. I would like to congratulate the team of teachers who have worked very hard, extending themselves and ensuring that the process of forming the Student Council was fair, engaging, intensive, and gave each student an equal opportunity to put their best foot forward. I would also like to commend the students who followed the instructions very diligently and respectfully, as was expected of them. The interactions with all the students who nominated themselves and made it to the final interview was delightful. Each one of them had clarity, goals, and vision for the school and their role. Personally, it made me very proud to have such a focused set of students and a motivated team of teachers. I would like to compliment the parent community as well. It goes without saying that your upbringing has obviously had a very positive impact on who your child is today. Students, you now hold a position, a leadership role that will put you under the spotlight. You will be watched by the entire school community for how you conduct yourself, the initiatives you take, how you treat others. Are you following school rules? Are you wearing the correct uniform? Is your attendance all right? All big and small things. And it isn't only about you. Being under the microscope is the fate of each leader. You are expected to be role models. You must be very conscious about the same. Leadership is also about self-discipline, training your mind, being responsible, considering different perspectives, and making the right choices, to say a few. I would urge you not to take this position lightly, but remember that this position is your choice and you must honor it. Working together with an open mind and respect is going to be imperative for the well-being of the council and the school. You will need to move away from your personal preferences, friendships, and connections and move into a more objective space wherein you will be working towards a common goal that will benefit all stakeholders of the school. As you go through the year with your responsibilities, you will need to build the skill to respectfully use your voice for the right and the fair. Have the commitment to stand by each other even when you are faced with challenging times, such as differences of opinion within the group. When you are confused and don't know what to do, put the school interest above your personal choice. Always remember that an organization is larger than the individual. I look forward to many opportunities when we will interact, share, and move ahead. My wish for you is a quote from the great leadership coach, Mr. John Maxwell. A leader is one who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way. And I want to see all of you work together, achieve greater heights. May the sky be your limit. God bless you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Anvita. Ananya, Ms. Anvita was talking about a leader. I wonder what defines a leader.
I wonder how one develops into a leader. Actually, Krishna, what do you think our student council members have to say about the election process?
Well, shall we hear them Candorian speak?
Absolutely.
A sneak peek into the 2020 to 2021 Student Council election season.
The election process.
The process was broken down into 4 stages or rounds. Round 1 was self-nomination. Here the students nominated themselves for different positions. The nomination was restricted to 1 position per student. Grade level of a student had served as the eligibility criterion for this part. Round 2 was teacher scores. In this round, the students were scored by teachers based on multidimensional interaction. The criteria for scoring were wide-ranged, covering a variety of aspects. Top 3 scorers from this round made it through to the next stage. Round 3 was interview by a panel. The panelists comprised of members of the senior management, the principal, teachers, and coordinators. The interview questions were carefully framed to bring out the thoughts and opinions of the candidates with respect to certain attributes that were deemed valuable from the perspective of being a part of the council. The top 2 performers under each position were shortlisted for the final round, which were the elections. Final round was when the voting process was carried across grade levels 6 through 12. The process was completely online through a Google form under the supervision of the homeroom teacher.
What are your views about the election process?
I believe the election process the school has chosen this time is extremely democratic, not only because it allows teachers, students, and the candidates to have a say in who is in their student council, but also the fact that this way allows the candidates to present themselves in the fairest way possible without ruining the integrity of the process.
This election process was, compared to the other ones, far less pressurized and less anxiety because it was done online, and I feel this process was much easier than the previous ones because although we meet the teachers regularly in person in school, we do have that smack of pressure and anxiety, but this time it was not like that because it was done online. And the teachers, as usual, they were calm and they were nice. They didn't give that sense of pressure. It was just that presence of the interview. And I wish all the other contestants all the very best.
What is the criteria for selecting a student council member?
Hi everybody. The student council election process had different stages, which were meticulously planned to ensure that the student council members adhered to certain core values and principles. Student council is the voice of entire Candor student community. Therefore, it is imperative that the student council members' conduct are reflective to Candor spirits and principles. Council members are expected to imbibe certain essential values and should set high standards for discipline and punctuality. The council members should not only follow school rules but also enforce them within student community wherever necessary. The council members should strike a balance between academics and co-curricular activities with high participation levels in school events. Most importantly, the council members should at all times be respectful and responsible in their conduct. Thank you.
How was your experience of appearing for the selection interview? What students say?
The interview process was really a delightful one, as I was able to engage in discussions about sports and what I could offer as a sports captain to esteemed guests like the principal, the dean of academics, and Mr. Kalpesh, to name a few. And it was really an exhilarating experience to be able to talk about Candor's current situation on sports and how it can be improved for the future, causing for much interest on my behalf, and I'll be hoping for the best.
This year's interviews were obviously very different from last year's. In the beginning, I was a little scared and stressed, but I prepared as much as I could, and when the interview started, I had one goal in my mind, which was to ace this interview and be confident. All the judges were super supportive, and I'd like to personally thank them. Thank you for giving me your time.
I think the interview process was very delightful. I remember having a mixed bag of feelings before logging into the meeting, but I'm very grateful for the interview panel for being and creating such a warm and relaxed atmosphere for me to answer the questions. And considering that this is a new medium and we're all sitting behind a screen, I have to say that the interview process was smooth. And by the very nature of it, I think it was very reflective. So the questions that they asked me really brought out the why I'm standing for this position and what I have to offer.
What are the most desired qualities in a member of the Candor Student Council?
The first quality that a student council member should possess is respect. The respect for students, for teachers, for the management and everyone that works at school. Also, a sense of respect for the school itself and for people outside of the school. The second quality would be to have good and effective communication with the use of appropriate language. The third quality would be to have a sense of integrity in what they say, what they do and what they think, and also a sense of honesty in the same. The fourth quality would be to be able to balance their academic school life as well as to be able to participate effectively in all the activities that occur in the school, whether cultural, related to arts or sports. Thank you.
What students say?
I think the most desired qualities in a member at the council at Candor would mainly be humility, compassion and communication. I think when you're representing a student body as large as the one at Candor, it is important to understand that we're merely a representative or leader. It is also important to be compassionate and kind. That way students feel comfortable to share their thoughts and opinions with you. And to be able to communicate those thoughts with clarity and sound thought would be making you a great communicator. So I think those are a few of the qualities that I think would be most desired in a member at the council in Canada.
An ideal student council should have a two-way relationship with the student community. One, they should be a part of the student life, and two, the students must be a part of the council decisions. Thus, the two most important qualities of a council member are involvement in each other.
How will you contribute to the school if you get selected?
And if I were to win cultural captain, I would contribute to the school by hosting events which give the students and teachers a spiritual, mental and physical boost and give them something exciting to look forward to. I want to provide as many opportunities as possible as the school has so many talents and passions, and I don't want any of them to go unrecognized. And it be it online or in real school or inter-house or inter-school, I want to make sure every student gets to learn or share an experience.
Generally speaking, as a house captain, I'd like to introduce some new events and activities that all the students can participate in. I want to motivate more students to take part in these events and provide them with a helping hand. I want to create a safe space and environment for the students, as well as a medium for communication between the houses and the school.
I'd like to collaborate with the sports, arts and drama department so that we can host online competitions even during COVID times. For example, we can host skill competitions rather than teams playing on the field. Secondly, I'd like to address communication gaps between students and teachers by sending out feedback forms and addressing student issues at the Teachers Forum. I'd like to conclude by saying, we all Candorians have the will and we can do it.
How would you choose to deal with the situation where you are not selected for the student council?
And if I don't get elected as Yellow House captain this year, I will not get demotivated. I will still try and fulfill all my goals of what I wanted to do as Yellow House captain, and I will wait for another opportunity next year, and I will still continue to support and motivate my housemates like I've already been doing, irrespective of whether or not I get the position. Thank you.
Well, if I'm being completely honest, I don't think I'd be too affected by it. Because at the end of the day, it's about the students of Blue House. I'd be happy contributing from any position, let that be as captain or just as a member of the house. Either way, I kind of look at it as a win-win situation for me because I would have had an experience from both outcomes. If Blue House wins, then I win.
Words of wisdom. What is the one message that you would like to give to the incoming student council?
Congratulations for making it to the Student Council 2021. My advice to you would be to believe in yourself and stand up for what is right. Take the hard decisions instead of the easy way out. And also you need to enjoy your stint in leadership. All the best.
Candor awaits its torchbearers. Perspectives
are important, and acknowledging them is just as vital. Let us hear from a few of our parents and get them to share their journey with candor. First, may we please request Mr. Raghuram Kote, father of Akash Kote, to share his thoughts.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone, and hearty congratulations to the newly elected members of Student Council. It is wonderful to hear all of you to speak so confidently and passionately about what you are going to do for the school. I believe, true to its meaning, candor is shining even during this pandemic. We must appreciate the dedication from the principal, the management, the entire staff for going that extra mile to give the best possible learning experience. I would say almost near real school experience to our children. As Candor believes, every child is unique. Therefore, every child can be nurtured to be a responsible citizen, is what I strongly believe. I'm sure all Candorians will be catalysts for the positive change for our humanity and live life with the utmost dignity and integrity. While each student aspires to be a true leader, I'm so glad to see that at Candor School, you are inculcating the human values in each child. As Principal Madam said, I think the council should put school's interest at the top. You know, whenever you're in a difficult situation, put school and organization as the top priority. I recommend the newly elected members to passionately debate, discuss, and become the real change makers for Candor School. You have a chance to be remembered forever by the school and all the students following you. You have the responsibility of becoming the role models for other students and help school to make all Candorians great again. I wish everyone so much of luck, great experience, and stay healthy and safe. Thank you. God bless you all.
Thank you so much, sir. We now invite Ms. Anuradha Ghosh, mother of Anushka Ghosh, to share her experience with candor.
Hi, good afternoon, everybody. I'm Anuradha, where people call me Anu. And but first of all, heartiest congratulations to the Student Council for achieving this goal at this kind of pandemic time. It was really unthinkable, as Ms. Anvita mentioned. I mean, 7-8 months back, that it would come to such stage there where we will be able to conduct pretty much everything seamlessly or even better. So I really wholeheartedly thank the management to have enabled that, working tirelessly 24/7 round the clock, the teachers, the management, the staff. Really kudos to you. And big welcome to the new council. I'm very hopeful, and after listening to all the students, that you will do your best. I see so much of passion and commitment from you. So I'm just a brief thing. I just wanted to run through very quickly through what I did in my life, and if you guys can just pick up few things, and you might just find a little bit of feministic flavor, and forgive me for that, but it is not that I'm just speaking for women, but we rarely find women role model, and that doesn't mean that men are less. My role model in my life has been my dad, my husband, my brother. So men and women have to work hand in hand. But in my life, there were few things which I just wanted that for the student to listen and take home from there, which will be helpful. So, I don't come from a software background, and people always ask me though, oh, you work in software. No, I don't work in software. I'm a researcher. I work in drug discovery. I'm kind of proud to say that. I work for Biocon, for Kiran Mazumdar Shaw, and work for a woman entrepreneur. And she, built Biocon at the time from the back of her garage, 30 years back, when it was unthinkable, being, just a young woman out of school. So so I had few glimpses of that in my life, as a leader, and men leader and women leader, and I have drawn inspiration from that. So I come from a very humble and small town, Banaras, and I think in my generation, like most of the parents, we had a very humble beginning to where we are by God's grace and by hard work, where we started our life from a black and white TV to radio to now Zoom calls and Netflix and iPads, right? So yeah, so my early years have been very conventional. I was in Banaras. I did my master's from Banaras Hindu University, and very secluded life, just being home, study, and being with family, eat food. That was all our life was. But guess what, I go to IIT Kanpur, and that was my first shock in my life about practical training in life, right? And that was my first learning step in 94 when I went for my PhD in organic chemistry. And I spent my really formative year in learning and hard work, working in the lab till night 2 o'clock, next to all the guys in the lab. I mean, I was the only woman in my group among 10 guys. So, that is where my journey started essentially. And then, I spent 5-6 years in US, met my husband, got married. From 2000 to let's say pretty much 2008, we were in US, came back to Chennai. My husband joined IIT Madras as an associate professor. He's also a chemist. Yeah, so we are a pretty much chemistry family. But then there was a turnaround in my life, and I was not very happy in my job. So the reason I'm saying this, that there will be a situation in your life where you will have to make those tough decisions, and sometimes these decisions are pretty life altering. And for me, that decision came in 2007 when I was not really able to find a right kind of job for myself, although I was working for a company, but I was miserable. So I decided to move to Bangalore because I spent a couple of years early in 2000 working with Syngene in Bangalore, and I had really fun. So I took a leap of faith, and of course I have to thank my husband, who was an equal partner in that crime, and he supported me that, okay, Anu, do this. And so I took the kids were just 4 years and 2 years, and from 2008, now this is 2020, I'm here. My career has been fantastic. On the personal front, I pretty much raised both the girls single-handedly, because Sundar was pretty much, a weekend parent. Of course, I had some support from my parents on and off, but it was tough. It was very tough, I would say. But I did it. We all did it. Kudos to my husband also to manage that. So what I'm saying is that time it seemed like that I made a big a mistake in my life. But looking back, I think I did the best thing. I am where I wanted to be. I am happy, and I made everybody happy. I am I am a decision maker in the family. I'm earning. I'm taking care of old parents. So these are the things which one has to think when you are making certain decision about your life, and things work out. Trust me, it has worked out for me. I had 2 kids when I was in US, and we were shuttling back between India and US all the time. And then I always pursued a career. I lived my last 10 years pretty much by myself, and I raised 2 daughters, hopefully well. And so a lot of time we are stuck in this paradigm that, oh, we have to do certain things in certain way. No, you define yourself, you set the rules for yourself, and as long as you have the passion, and you are doing the right thing, you will be successful. So that's what is my mantra to all the kids. And these kids, you guys are smart. You guys are much smarter than our generation. I know I get advices from my 2 daughters all the time that, Mama, no, this is not right, that's not right. And no, truly speaking, I'm learning a lot. I'm learning how to be open-minded. I'm learning how to be acceptable to different things, to body shaming, all those things, which were not the thing in our generation. So I'm so thankful to the kids of this generation that they are so accepting, they are so open-minded, they are so out there, so that's really good. And I'm very sure that this generation will do far much better than what we did. So kids, do it, all the best. I'm really looking to all of you to be not just a local citizen, good citizen, but a global citizen. Think globally, do the right thing, and do the right thing, have passion, and be hardworking. I think hard work has no other substitute, unfortunately. We might be smart, but unless and until we put the hard work in it, things will not happen. And just one last thing I wanted to say here is, be strive for success, but don't get too bogged by it, because life will not always be successful. There will be ups and downs. So you strive for success, do the hard work, give your best, but also have the courage to accept failures in life. And I can tell you from my experience that they are just part of 2 points. There will be success, there will be failure, so you have to take it the same way. Okay, so all the best to the new council, and be safe, and kudos to the school for making it happen. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ms. Ghosh. Those were some very kind and very inspiring words. Thank you. Now, I invite the head girl, Zainab Saida, to share her thoughts on this special occasion.
Good evening, members of the school board, teachers, proud parents, and most importantly, the elected members of the Student Council for the year 2020-2021. There are a few moments of your life that you remember vividly. The sound, the smell, the emotions that you felt. One such incident in my life was my bus ride on the first day at Candor. I remember the mixed emotions of excitement and nervousness, of first impressions and of being true to who I was. 1 year completed in this school, and I must thank my peers, my teachers, the school management, and even the support staff for being so welcoming and providing me various platforms like the Student Council to grow as an individual. It did not take me long to call this place home and feel a strong sense of belonging. I am honored to be the head girl for this academic year by representing such a vibrant culture, and I will do my best to ensure that we continue to foster a safe and uplifting environment, one that I was welcomed in. I will do my best to ensure that each Candorian displays the values that the school has instilled in us. I want to take a moment to thank my parents and my friends, who will always remain my biggest critics and my most loyal supporters. For all the elected members, I want to congratulate you on your win. But as the Peter Parker principle says, with great power comes great responsibility. I genuinely believe that our actual win is when we translate our promised words into action. Amidst a pandemic with so much of uncertainty and negativity surrounding us every day, my aim for this year's Student Council is to bring more joy, more kindness, positivity, and engagement for our student community. Thank you.
Thank you, Zainab. That was very thoughtful. Now, I invite the head boy, Akash Kote, to share his thoughts.
Hello, everyone. Anyone can do my job, but no one can be me. How expected. I'm Akash Kote, here to serve you as the head boy for this year. As I promised all of you, I am here to listen to you, to take care of each one of you, and to give all of you and the school whatever it takes to be the most compassionate leader until my very last day here. I believe each one of us in Candor, and being in Candor, we do not need to hide ourselves. Everyone is accepted. We, the Student Council, intend to continue to keep the community tightly knit, closer than ever before. And when all of us work together as one solid unit, we will be indestructible. I will ensure the Student Council performs at its top level for all of you, my fellow students. I look forward to continuing to working alongside all the students, the respected teachers this year. The only request I have to my fellow students is to tell us what you think, what you feel, what you want, and do participate in whatever it may be. Because without the body, the voice is pointless. On behalf of the Student Council, a huge thank you to all the teachers, the senior management, the principal, Ms. Anvita, and the entire staff of our school who spent countless hours ensuring the interviews, the elections, everything went smoothly, and for arranging the investiture ceremony. Thank you to all the parents for always supporting us. Thank you, Amma. Thank you, Appa. Also, when the school reopens, please do not forget to try the toasted bread butter with sambar. Trust me, you will not regret it. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Akash. That was refreshing. Now, we hand over to Mr. Gaurav, the IBDP coordinator, to offer the vote of thanks.
Good evening, everybody. Let me start by conveying my congratulations to all the students who have made it to the Student Council 2020-21. The investiture ceremony today marks the conclusion of a student election process that we started over a month ago. For the past month and a half, we have had various people playing key roles in the planning and administration of the entire process to ensure that things move smoothly as we get ready to welcome our Student Council for this academic year. I would like to extend my thanks to the team of Ms. Tanvi, Ms. Somya, and Ms. Mitali for the countless hours of work they have put in to reimagine the student election process and to plan and execute it meticulously over the various stages. My thanks to the members of the teaching faculty for taking their time to fill in the candidate scores, for serving in the interview panels, and for conducting the virtual polls. My thanks to all those students who applied for various positions but could not get it. Take this in your stride, and I'm sure that you have emerged richer from the experience of just throwing your hat in the ring. I would like to extend my thanks to the team of Ms. Shagun, Ms. Jennifer, and Ms. Ananya for all the work spent in planning and executing the investiture ceremony, turning it into the grand affair that we witnessed today, in spite of it being shifted to a virtual platform. I would like to thank Mr. Krishna and Ms. Ananya for doing a wonderful job with the comparing of the event. A sincere round of gratitude to Mr. Jomi for his support in the uploading of students' campaigning videos and for various other IT-related work. Mr. Srinivas for his help with the editing of videos and other designing work. Mr. Ashok, Mr. George, Mr. Susanathan for their help in procurement and distribution of items required in the investiture ceremony. Mr. Ramchandra for the wonderful cake which we are yet to witness. And to all other members of the admin team for their support at various stages of the process. I would like to extend my thanks to all the members of the senior management team, to our Managing Director, Mr. Naresh, and Dean of Administration, Mr. Sridhar, for taking time out from their busy schedules to be a part of the interview panels. My sincere thanks to our Dean of Academics, Ms. Madhavi, for her continued support and guidance throughout the process, and for being present in almost all the student interviews. My sincere thanks to our chairman, Mr. Suresh Reddy, for his support, guidance, and for the lovely thought-provoking message to our students. Ms. Anvita, our principal, has played an integral role in all parts of the process, be it designing the system of elections, the interviews, the planning and execution of the investiture ceremony. I would like to thank her for her sheer enthusiasm, which rubs off on everybody, and of course her attention to detail, which elevates the quality of everything that we do as a school. I would like to extend my sincere gratitude to all the parents who are attending this event. If your child is standing here today as a part of the school leadership, it is as much a testament to your hard work and support over the years as their own merits. It must be a proud moment for all of you, and I would like to congratulate you for your role in nurturing the young leaders of tomorrow and for your support to the school over the years. To all the members of the Student Council, congratulations for making it. It's been a pretty comprehensive process, and if you're standing here today, it is because you thoroughly deserve it. Do remember well your roles and responsibilities and the oath that you have taken today. I wish you all the best, and I'm sure you will do us proud. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Dear audience, we so wish that we could share this joyous occasion with you in person. To end this ceremony on a sweeter note, we invite the head boy and the head girl on behalf of the members of the Student Council, along with the senior management for the cake cutting ceremony. We will now play the school song. We request everyone to kindly maintain silence while the school song is being played.
Preparing us for life, oh Candor School, to love, respect, concern. You sharpen our integrity, openness and transparency. We owe to you the flame of energy, the passion to confront what's wrong. The shield is our will to ever protect the goodness of our natural world. We are proud of you, oh Candor School. We're learning to prepare for life. You challenge us to honesty in all that we think, we say or do. We owe to you the flame of energy, the passion to confront what's wrong. The shield is our will to ever protect the goodness of our natural world.
Dear parents, students, and dignitaries, we thank you for joining us this evening. Here's looking forward to a year packed with productivity, creative solutions, and a lot of care and respect. We wish you a wonderful evening. Take care.